Welcome in, Dark Hearts. I'm Mooney.
And Wolfie with your Nerd Network news.
Rescuing mutated animals, running a zoo as a zookeeper, sucking up poop, all these and more are waiting for you in Zoochosis. If you survive long enough, that is. Zoochosis is probably one of my favorite games of the year. We've only scratched the surface at 6.5 hours, have one ending out of 23, and y'all, I cried during my playthrough. I'm not gonna give any spoilers here, but if you go check out our YouTube, you'll be able to find out why.
As a newbie to PC gaming, I have definitely messed up my first run through for the game, and I got bit, and will not be surprised if my ending that I unlock is a premature death. I have already seen my character showing a lot of symptoms that tell me I'm not doing so great. My character is already showing some pretty gnarly symptoms, and I've only reached 3 of the animal enclosures. I was so impressed by the level of detail they put into animating the animals. They look fuzzy. You get to pet every single one, which is definitely a bad idea when you know they're infected with something, but I could not resist. The one game mechanic that does annoy me a bit during gameplay though, is that you have to run your cart back and forth to be able to complete certain tasks, and definitely was not fun when I was under attack by a killer wallaby. That aside, the story is compelling, the mutations look terrifying. It actually did give me a spookin', which is not common.
They're very grotesque mutations. One thing I'm gonna mention, you don't have to put everything in the cart and wheel it back. You can just take what's on you and run it back to the train.
The main reason I brought that up is because if the cart isn't parked, you can't open the enclosure, you can't go from the enclosure to the train without dragging the cart all the way back to the train. It does slow down the game during the action moments.
Well, you may have been attacked by a mutated wallaby. I was attacked by a mutated hippo.
Oh goodness, I haven't even gotten to the hippo enclosure. Mooney said he got through the 3 initial enclosures with no incidents. I got through 1 enclosure and my second enclosure immediately had an incident. And since I wasn't expecting an incident until like enclosure 3, I came running into a battle with anti-migraine meds against a killer wallaby. It did not work out well for me.
I watched you use a trank, you put him to sleep so he got a good rest, and he got rid of his headache.
I got rid of his headache, which only allowed him to feel much better when he went and killed the rest of the wallaby.
You may have lost all your wallabies, I lost all my gorillas.
Rip Harambe. Basically what we're getting at, guys, is if you're not on your toes, be prepared to kiss all of your animals goodbye, and it is quite gruesome.
Especially when you get to the elephant enclosure.
I haven't even gotten to the elephant enclosure yet. I was just about to enter gorilla.
The gorillas are so beautiful. They're my favorite creatures. I was so sad. I'm sure Wolfie heard me across the house going, "No, why? I love gorillas!" Plus, you get an achievement for petting your first animal.
The game devs really want it to hurt when you lose your animals. The only thing consistent throughout the game I don't like is the head zookeeper. I just hate him, and you're supposed to, so this is villain well done. Zoochosis made a truly vile villain in Doc. Everything he says creeps me out, his eyes will follow you wherever you go, and if you actually get close to him, you'll notice that they included some very fine facial movement animation, where he just gives you a little bit of a sneer that makes it look like he's ready to bite you at any time. Well done, villain.
And some excellent voice work done by Tim Stevenson. Zoochosis is a great game. Excellent gameplay, excellent dialogue, excellent story. Almost everything is what we've been asking for in a game like this. All in all, we're gonna give this game 4.5 to 5 Dark Hearts. We're absolutely loving it, but we gotta find out what the other 22 endings are. And until then, Dark Hearts, don't upset the mother.
And watch out for wallabies! NNN would like to thank our listeners for tuning in.
And our radio sponsor, 88.1 FM, KVSC, your sound alternative. And Woodforia, DJs, photography, and more. You can get a quote for your special event at minnesotaprodj.com.
Make sure you like and subscribe to darkheart_studios on YouTube, hit that bell, and follow our socials for full video versions of NNN, interviews, and live events coverage.
Thank you for tuning in, Dark Hearts. This is Mooney.
And Wolfie, signing off.